Hello everyone, this is Juice from Money Sam. I'm over here about to share one of the best apps slash websites for keeping track of your investments. This is one of the first apps that I started using when I first started investing about 6 years ago. So I'm just here to share best practices and show you guys their latest update and how I use this website. So this is the main website. This is what it looks like. You're gonna get trending articles, which is the last things that came out. So just by looking at this stands out. Alibaba big gains, maybe too far from over, and everything that's new is gonna come here. Articles right under that we have trending news. Amazon and event talks to buy Zooks. And just a lot of different articles. Disney SeaWorld presenting Florida is reopening plans tomorrow. Just stuff just pops up there that's interesting to read. To my right, I have my portfolios. So these are just my different portfolios that I have right now. I use the portfolios to organize different types of companies by sectors or just how I want to organize them. Let me show you some of my portfolios. So right now, these are some of the portfolios that I currently have. I have a coronavirus portfolio. So these are all the companies that have to do with that, whether they're working on a vaccine or they're selling testing kits or whatever the case is. These are all those companies. Whenever I'm doing research, if I find a company that's related, I add it to this portfolio. I started that maybe like a few months ago. When things really popped off. Over here, these are like current options. These are companies that are currently I'm invested in through options. These are all dividends, ETFs. This is really, really good. This is my ETFs portfolio that I've been working on. And these are all ETFs that I want to do more research on at a later point. Um, One of my favorite ones is, I like a lot of these. Juts is really good. Let me quickly go over Juts. So when you look at these, you just want to look at the holdings, see what companies they have. So Jets is all about airlines. So if you think airlines are going to rebound in a year or two, but you don't know which airline is going to rebound and which one is going to go bankrupt, then just buy ETF. You would just buy Jets, and then you will minimize your risk of just investing on one and that one going bankrupt. Over here, you're spread out and you're investing on a total of 37 different airlines or companies related to the airlines. So let's go back. Got a little bit sidetracked there. So just from the top, they do have premium option if you get a subscription. I don't use a subscription. I use the free services. So they have my portfolios, authors. These are the different authors that I follow. So people write these stories, and a lot of them you could follow them here. This guy I don't follow. Maybe I should follow that guy. He's a dividend watch dog catcher. So you just hit follow, and now I'm following him. So whenever he writes an article, I'll get a notification. Top stocks. So these are screeners, latest news, market outlook. They even talk about cryptocurrencies and forex, stock ideas, dividends, ETFs, investing strategies, and podcasts. So these are all the different things you could use. I really like this ETF because it really analyzes different ETFs. So if you want to learn about ETFs, this is a good place to start. And I wanted to really go over at least one of my companies so you can see how I use this. So let's go to my gaming, and I'm gonna pick a company that I feel is a good investment right now so you guys could also learn. The last video I did was on Zynga, which is here. And my video was when Zynga was around 60, and I said that it was gonna go up. This was at the, I think, like May 7th, and it's higher. So whoever listened to me in my video and made an investment at that point, you're making some money right now. So I'm gonna try to do the same now. I'm trying to pick a company that I feel is good. I'm actually gonna focus on SE. This is a low key company that a lot of people don't know about, but I feel that is gonna do good in a few years. So the first thing you want to look at is the price movement or the trend, which is right down here for this company. So I start by just seeing at least the last 10 years. This lets me know that this company just started trading publicly 2017. So it's fairly new, which could be good or bad, right? In this case, it's good because it's going up and it's new. Last 5 years, it's doing good. Last year, it's doing good. And you just want to make sure if you're making long-term investment that you have a gradual increase in price, right? Because that's very predictable. If everything stays the course, the price should go up. So if you make an investment here when it was at 38, then you're expecting to cash out now. Now that it pretty much doubled. So you want to take a look at how the price movements has occurred from at least 10 years to now. So that's just something to look at. Over here we have some information about the company, such as the 52-week high, 52-week low. These are the highest and lowest points of the price movements in the last 52 weeks. Then we have the market cap and volume. Those are all key pieces of information. To the right, we have news. So the cool thing about this is every single article, well, not every single article, but every article that was written by a Seeking Alpha author pops up over here. So you could literally go back to like when the company first started trading publicly and you could start reading those articles. You got different articles on how the company's doing, to the earnings call, to the outlook. Anything that's being written is going to generate here. So it's a good way to keep tabs on your investment. I always, if I'm putting money on a company, I want to follow that company and see how that company is doing so I could manage my money more effectively. If the company's doing bad, then maybe I got to take my money out. If the company's doing good, then maybe I'm adding more money. The analysis to the left, I think you have to pay for that subscription to get that stuff. So I don't really think this one's free, but the rest you got to pay. I don't really look at that stuff. So let me go over some important key things up here. So the ratings is an area you might want to look at. Go straight to the Wall Street analysis. And over here, it tells you how many analysts are following this company. Analyst means that they are doing research and that they're following everything that the company does. So these are like the experts of the company. So right now, out of 12, 10 of them think that the company is bullish. Bullish means that they think it's going to go up, and it has a rating of 4.16 out of 5. So those are very good ratings. The price target is 72 and right now is at 82. So it's above the price target. So I'm pretty sure this target is going to change pretty soon. I'm pretty sure analysts are going to put a target maybe in the 90s or something along those lines. Stock talk is just people talking about the stock. You know, I like stuff like this because I want to see what other investors are thinking about how they're feeling about the company. This is a place where you could come see that. Blogs is the same. And also, as far as seeing what investors think, all these articles that you read about the companies have comment sections. I like to read the comment sections to see what investors are thinking. Key data is very important. You get an overview of the company. I really like this overview because it tells you what the company is, their profile. It also has a link to their website, which is very important. I like to go directly to the company's website and see what they're about. And over here, you have like little snippets of important data. So over here, we have trading data, share statistics, valuations, profitability, a lot of cool stuff. Um, Filings is very important. So before you make an investment, it's good to check just the filings. These are things that the company has to legally report, such as if they're gonna buy a new company, they might throw it in here. If somebody bought a lot of their shares, they might throw it in here. There's a lot of legal stuff that they had to report. So it just, if you're gonna make a big investment, just check what's going on with the company. So you do that here. And then we have options. If you know how to trade options, you got the options change right here. Earnings. So this tab, the most important part is the announcement date. So this company is reporting earnings on 8/20, and it gives you the estimate. So they're gonna make 1 billion by 8/20. So that's just good to know. It's good to know because I know that after this date, there's going to be some type of movement. The stock is either gonna go up if they report good earnings, or it's gonna go down if they report bad earnings. The rest of the stuff here, except for transcript, it's not really important. This transcript is what happened in the earnings. So this is where the management speaks and they give you information on how the company performed the last 3 months. I always like to read the transcripts, but you could also listen to it. Let's go to dividend. If the company is paying a dividend, that information will be here. This company, C Limited, does not pay a dividend, so there's no information here. Value, we could just go to enterprise value. A lot of this is good information. It tells you how many shares are outstanding, market cap, the debt. It's really good, no debt. And there's some other tabs in the bottom that you could also explore and mess around with if you like charts. But let's keep going. So growth just gives you a little perspective on the company. You want to make sure you see A for revenue growth. The rest of the stuff is subscription, and then we have some graphs in the bottom. If you're into technical analysis, you might find these graphs interesting. Profitability. Momentum. This is really good if you are into technical analysis. So it's giving you the moving averages, the relative strength, which is right over here. This computes oversold, overbought. There's a lot of useful stuff. A lot of this stuff might be advanced for a lot of people, but it's here. So it's just good to know where the information is because you could always learn these things. So it's here. So that's just good to know. Peers is one of my favorite tabs. This is one of the strategies I use to build my portfolios. So this is telling me companies that are related to C Limited in some ways. They might be in the same sector, they might be in the same industry, and it just compares them. So you can easily compare. You can see that C Limited has a lot of employees compared to these companies, but the enterprise value is is 35, and then you could compare it to the different companies, and you could sort of like just see what the other companies are about. You could also click on these companies, and I already have this one in my portfolio, but it's good because you could jump from one company to another. I do not have this one in my portfolio, so I would just quickly look at it. I'll probably go right into key data, overview. Oops, get out of here. Overview, and I'll take a look at what the company is about. They do edge cloud servicing. Edge cloud is a category of infrastructure as service, blah blah blah. So I like to skim these. Programmable. All right, so okay. Um 10 to 40. So that's a widespread range. Um this company might not be too bad. Let me see how they doing. Wow, 100 million shares outstanding. That's not a lot. So that means that this now I understand why this 52-week range is so wide, because they have so many little so many little they have such a low percent of shares outstanding that is easy to push up and down. This is their market cap, enterprise value. I also like to look at the debt, how much debt the company has, and compare that to how much money they have coming in. So here we go. They have 160 million in cash, and they owe 33 million in debt, and they have 20 million in long-term debt. So that's not bad at all. This might be a company that it looks like I want to add it to my portfolio. So I'm going to add it to my mobile technology portfolio, and then I would do further research on this company, right? So that was a little example of what I would do to like add a company to, oh, this one just came out, right? So that's good. It just came out. Look at this. Look, since 316, it went from 14 to 40. So we're talking about a crazy increase within this month. So if you would have bought around this time frame, you would have doubled your investment by now. So this company actually looks very good. I know we were talking about C Limited, but right now I'm looking at Fastly Inc. Um, so that was just a quick example. I'll probably do more research on this company right here, but that's just a quick example of how I use Seeking Alpha. My next video will be on a different app that I use. And that's pretty much it, guys. Keep investing. Enjoy the rest of your week. Take it easy.